Hi everyone, today we're going to have a look at Nintex Mobile. Now what you're looking at right here is actually my Windows 8 phone. You can see I've added the Nintex Mobile app to my phone. You can find it in the Windows Store. If you click on it, what you will see is this screen here where you can actually sign in with your corporate account or like a Microsoft account using OAuth. Now at the very bottom you'll actually see we have a create a trial account. So you can actually click on that, fill in some information, and you'll get an email with some credentials that you'll be able to enter into the corporate account area. So what I'll do is I'll actually start filling in my information so that I can show you what it looks like. Now that I have all my information in there, I can simply click on this button down the bottom, and that will activate this trial. Now what will happen is you'll start seeing some things pop up. You've got your tasks, you've got your forms, you've got your drafts folder, which is basically if you partially fill in a form and just save it, it will save it into this drafts folder, and then the outbox that you can actually submit your forms, and off they'll go. If you don't have access to your corporate SharePoint environment, they'll sit in the outbox until you're actually able to connect to your Wi-Fi in the office. So if I go to my tasks, you'll see I actually have two tasks that have been assigned to me, the accident report notifications, and I can actually click on those, and that will show me a form that I can start filling in. I can say I want the task to be completed. I can put in no comments. Look at the rest of it. And click on save, and that will go into my into there. I can also go to my forms folder, and it will eventually download all the forms that I have access to. And you can see I have a travel expenses form, job application, leave request. So think about the mobile app as something you're able to use to actually fill in forms without having to go through the trouble of actually logging into a SharePoint environment through a browser on your mobile device. And as you guys are probably aware, it's not the best experience in the world. With the mobile app, it makes it that much easier. Now, if you take into account this travel expenses form right here, you can see that there's expenses you can put in. You got your start date, your end date. Right here, you have a repeating section where you can add more things. And rather than submitting this form, you can just save it. So if you're on a business trip and you're there for several days, you can actually fill in a little bit each time. You can add attachments, so you can take photos and take attachments, add them to the form, save them, and then when you finally finish completing the entire form, you can submit it. So this trial will actually allow you to actually play around and get a good feel for the Nintex mobile app. And see if it's something that's really suitable for the type of solution that you're looking for. So hopefully this will make it a little bit easier for you to play around with the product and get a good feel for it. You can also think about going to the Nintex.com site and actually downloading a trial of Nintex Forms and installing it in your environment. That way you can actually build out some forms that you really want. Then you can hook up your Nintex mobile app to that environment and download all those forms and really get that sort of experience as well. Hopefully this is really helpful for you guys. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to add them to the end of this post. Thanks very much for listening in.